It has been said that Brexit was a very American thing to do. It was determined, brave and above all it was democratic. It was what the people of the UK voted for. The UK and the US are both nations that value freedom, self-determination and independence. Many in the United States immediately recognized this instinct and the opportunity that leaving the regulatory orbit of the EU would bring. This week the Secretary of State for Trade and I met our US counterparts to discuss a pathway to a federal-level deal, removing tariffs and boosting trade still further. This work at the federal level is only part of what we need to do to maximize the opportunities to grow our economies and the investment to bring talented people together. Over the last 4 months I have been working in the United States. This included the longest visit by any UK minister to the US since Churchill's stay during World War II. Our goal was simple: to open up new opportunities by entering into state-level agreements to boost trade. These agreements will cut bureaucracy, reduce costs and increase the flow of business. These plans are bespoke to each state and some also reach upwards to city level. 93% of the growth in the US comes from its metro areas. Some will focus on specific sectors and geographies in the UK. We now have a pipeline of agreements and start signing them next month, with Indiana being the first. The most common criticism of this approach is that you can't form trade agreements with individual American states. It must be done at the federal level. This overlooks one fundamental point. We have been and continue to have deep existing trade relationships with the US. If that wasn't the case, how could the UK have ever become the largest single foreign investor into the United States? Why do we work so well together? Because we have so much in common. Of course, we share the same language, but more important for business, our legal systems are similar, having had a common starting point, English common law. This similarity is reflected in key areas of trade: how people are employed, how supplier contracts are drawn, how companies are formed and even the accounting systems which are used to govern business. On these bases alone, we have much more in common with American business culture and rules than we do with any other international country. This is why there is such an opportunity. Right the way across America, you'll find British businesses trading and developing relationships. Our overall trade is already worth £200 billion and it has huge potential to grow further. Our state-level work dispels a myth about government and business. Most people in business don't wait for government to come up with a set of rules before they work out how to do business with someone. The process is a lot more bottom-up than that. Firstly, people meet each other and recognize that they have a shared ambition. This develops into a mutual opportunity where both sides are equally motivated to make it happen. Then as the relationship builds, trust grows. You might not think this important, but trust and investment go hand in hand. The greater the trust, the more risk you're prepared to take on. Like it or not, people tend to trust those who they understand and get on with. Common perspectives really do matter. America, of course, is not just one extraordinary country. It's made up of 50 states. Some of these place a greater priority on business, job creation and lower taxation. The representatives of these states are ambitious to attract global investment. They are local, practically minded and welcoming to like-minded people. And this has been exactly my experience. In every state I've visited, I've found business and political leaders with get up and go. They're actively looking for business relationships, and it's inspiring. We're pushing on an open door. Of course, at the macroeconomic level, there's always room for governments to make it easier to trade. But while that deal is worked out, there's much we can do to broaden and develop business relationships. I'm proud of the people I've met in America. They remind me of some of the most resourceful people I know in my own constituency. They care first about their community, about jobs and services. They think similarly and share ambitions. Our job in government is to help them do more, for the benefit of all.